This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hi guys. Very good evening. So let me share my screen and please confirm me whether you can see this. Yeah, guys, can you see the screen? Can you hear my voice? Great. Thank you. Okay, so let's take the things forward, guys. From yesterday. So yesterday we started with the Python. Okay, we started with the Python, and we have seen that what is the programming language. That is, the language which communicates with a computer is called as programming language. So how you are going to communicate? The communication will be done through an instruction set of instructions we are going to put on in a editor or in a program, and that will be sent to the computer, and the computer will be acting according to the instructions whatever you are given to that. And there are like n number of programming languages are there. Like we have seen that what are the programming languages: C, C++, Java, and Python, and so many are there. Now in this like, why we are learning the Python, what is the specialty of the Python? So some of the major things are: Python is a general purpose programming language. I can say that Python is first one. Okay, it is a general purpose programming language. Second one is object oriented programming language. Okay, and third important point is it is an high level language. Okay, high level programming language. Fourth is it is an interpreted programming language. Okay, and fifth important point is, which we didn't see, is the dynamically typed language. Okay, now let's see again, let's quickly recap, guys. General purpose means, okay, sorry for the wrong spelling over there. Okay, general purpose means the programming language. With one learning one programming language, we can develop the different applications. By using the one programming language called as Python, we can develop the desktop applications, we can develop the mobile applications, we can develop the gaming applications, network applications, AI applications. There are n number of applications we can develop it. Okay, that is what is called as general purpose programming. Of course, like, there is no other programming languages like like this? Yeah, there are, like Java is one of the general purpose, very strong general purpose programming language. But the difference between Java and Python is, the as of now I'm talking about the Python means 3.x version. I'm not talking about the older version, I'm talking about 3.x version. So the comfortness with the Python will be very comfortable to write the program. It is very easy to write and very comfortable to write, and there is no complexity, no syntax problems, nothing will be there. It is very easy compared to that of Java. Java is also, like I am saying it, Java is not a powerful language, it is a very powerful language. But the thing is that it will be only we have to concentrate on lot about the syntax. But whereas in Python it is not like that. Okay, in Python it is not like that. Just a minute, guys. So Python is very comfortable, guys, compared to that Java. I'm going to show you that. Not to worry about how comfortable it is with the Python. I'm going to show you that. Now it is an object oriented programming language. What is the object oriented programming language means? See, it is not a programming language. Object oriented, actually OOP stands for object oriented programming structure. Okay, now this is object, OOP stands for object oriented programming structure. Now this is a style of writing the program, it is called as paradigm. So there are n number of, like, there are the most popular paradigms are procedural paradigm, functional paradigm, modular paradigm, OOPS paradigm, and logical. All these paradigms are comfortably supported by the Python. Okay, it is a high level language. What do you mean by high level language? Means you will write the code in using the English like words or English like sentences. Now whatever the language where we are going to use the English like words in writing the code is called as a high level language. Now there is, like, the computer will understand this language. No, computer will not understand the English like words. Computer will understand only one language called as binary language or the machine level language. Both the names are different but the same. They will use zeros and ones only. Now in that case, so writing the code in zeros and ones will be really very difficult, guys. So that is the reason why the humans started, moving towards a more comfort zone for them to write the code that is called as high level language. And this high level language, now the computer will not understand the high level language, and we want to write it the code in the high level language. So there is a middleware will be there, a mediator will be there, that is called as either compiler or interpreter. This will convert the high level language to the machine level language or the binary code. Okay, with that the computer can understand. Now the difference between the compiler and the interpreter is compiler will, compile the code or check the errors for the code in complete program, complete code, and then it will execute after no errors is found. But whereas the interpreter, line by line, it will check the error and it will execute it. It will check the error and it will execute it. With this, you know the interpreter will be a bit slower compared to the compiler. So the Python people, what they did is to make this, as this should not be a drawback with the Python, so they came up with something called as PVM, Python virtual machine. It is a combination of compiler plus interpreter. Okay, this is a one which works wherever compiling is required, it will take the compiler, whereas interpreter is required, it will be using the interpreter. Now this completely is like, it will be a package and it will be running very fast than the compiler. Okay, so these are the things what we have seen it yesterday. Okay, now today we are going to take it forward. Before that, like, we will be seeing what is the dynamical. Before seeing that what is the dynamically typed, I want to know that why we have to, because for this you need to understand some of the concepts called as data types and all those things. I will show you clearly what is this dynamically typed. Okay, now before that, why we have to choose the Python over the other programming languages. Okay, when we want to choose the why we have to choose the Python over the other programming languages. Now when we take it like, okay, let me write it down in the notepad. Okay, there are n number of other programming languages are there, like, we have the Java. We have Java is really powerful, guys. We should accept the fact that is Java is really powerful, but the problem is Java is in a declining phase. That means it is going down in the popularity. Now we are going to discuss why it is happening. C++ is another powerful language, very powerful language, and JavaScript is again a powerful language, and C# is there. Now why we have to choose the Python? See, there are some important features which really highlights a lot about the Python. So first is Python is, first and foremost is like Python is easy to learn. And why we have to learn Python? Why Python? I'm keeping the question. First and first advantage is Python is very easy to learn, and very easy to learn and simple in coding syntax. I will use the coding syntax. See, coding syntax means like, these are the rules. Syntax means again a big word they are using, but the simple thing is that rules. What are the rules? Okay, while writing the code, what are the rules you have to follow? That is called as syntax. This is nothing but syntax. Okay, Now don't get confused like what syntax errors, what there will be a lot of things will be there, like syntax errors will be coming. Syntax error means, that means to say that you are not following the rule. Check it out, there is a rule you are making, you are breaking the rule. Okay, you will learn that, not to worry about. So easy to learn and simple coding syntax. Now it is very easy guys, really very easy, and anyone can learn it. Okay, anyone can learn it. And you know, complexity is being removed from this. Now when you check it out with the Java, there is a lot of complexity will be there, a lot of things we have to take care of that. But in Python, no, if all the complexity is being removed, and you will be finding it very very easy. Now you may ask me, yeah, we are learning, yeah, Arjun knows the Python and he is saying that Python is very good and very easy. If someone else he knows Java means, he would have said Java is very easy. No, no, not like that. Actually, I'm from a Java background. I worked 2 years from on Java, then I moved on to Python. Okay, for your information sake. But you know, yeah, Python is really easy, guys. Now I will show you why I'm insisting this point. Okay, now let me open up a browser. Now we are not going to, we didn't downloaded the Python, we didn't downloaded any of the software. You will be doing it guys. Just let's do it one at a time, because the most of the people are non-programming background. I don't want to scare them up giving up everything at one time. If needed, I will extend the training hours morning or evening, and I will give you the information. But let's start with a slow pace and let's go with this one, okay, for some time itself. Now let's go with a Google. Okay, and I'm checking it out for a Java online Java editor. You see, online Java editor. Now editor is a place where we are going to write the code. Okay, now if you take it, the notepad is a place where we write the text. In the same way, whenever we write the code, that is called as an editor or IDE. Okay, IDE, they will use the word IDE. Now I will open up this one guys, online GDB, because this is a very popular one online. Okay, this is what it is. Okay, now next, you see this, I'm removing this one guys. Now this is a Java code. This is a Java code. There is a first, there is a main class is there. Now no need to understand all these things, just look at this. Now public class main, and then there is a braces starting, and this braces scope is ending over here. Now there is a public static void main. The people who are coming from little bit of programming language or little bit understanding of the Java, they will see this, they will understand this. Now this is the main program. Inside this we are writing this. Okay, now what is the purpose? Like we have wrote 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line, 5 line, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines are there. Okay, approximately 8 to 7 to 8 lines are there. Okay, now what is the purpose of this one? The purpose of this code is to print hello world. That's it. Now you see this, I'm going to run this one. You will see, you will get the output as hello world down over here. Got it guys? We got the hello world. See this. Now see, I'm not criticizing any of the language, just I'm showing the code. Now you decide it, what is this. Now I'm printed hello world. Now here I want to change it, hello all, very good evening. I'm writing it, hello all, very good evening. Okay, okay. Now I wrote it over here. Now I will run it guys. Now you can see that hello all, very good evening. You're going to get it over here. Hello all, very good. Now you understood, right? Only the purpose is to print this one. Now let me take the one more online editor. I will go to the Google. Again, I will say that online Python editor. This time I'm doing the Python editor. Now the same, you see, online GDB is the one I'm opening. I'm not opening the different one guys. This is the same website I'm opening with the Python. Now in this case, you see this, I'm pulling off this one. Now there is only one line of the code is there. Here there is a 7 lines of the code is there. Now here I have only one line of the code. Now I will run this one. Just see this. Now see this. I got hello world. Okay, you may say that, okay, we will, this is here, we are printing like hello all, very good evening. Now I will copy this one, I will put it on over here. Okay guys, now let me run this one. Hello all, see the difference. Yeah, but you see this one over here, we have to do the main, we have to give this one, we have to give the main program, main class, and main function, and then system.out.println, and then you have to print it. Now here you see only one print. That's it, nothing else. You don't need to do all those semicolons and all those things. You see, they have to end it with a semicolon. You have to start with this one, end with this one. You by looking at this only, you will understand what, which one is complex and which one is easy. Now this one is very damn easy. So this is what is Python. Python people, what they did it is, they cut off all the complexity, guys. They cut off all the complexity, and they making you to work on, making you to think a lot on the business logic. Now simply, like, you know, if you deal with a traditional car, okay, or traditional bike. Now if you take a bike, see this, the bike will be having, so many operations will be going on. Of course, the person who writes, he knows that, he will say that it is very easy, but if you look at the complexity, you see that right side will be, right hand will be doing the accelerator, and well, as well as the right side brake it will take care. Left side hand will be working with the clutch, and left side leg will be working with the gear. Right side leg will be working with the brake. So again, you see this, all the four, two hands and two legs, all of them are working. If anything is, not, if anything is not properly used at the right time, then it is a disaster. See the complexity. Right side escalator and a brake will be there, front brake. Left side there will be a clutch will be there. If you press the clutch only, we can change the gear which is on the left leg. On the right side there is a brake will be there. Now there are so many complexities are there. Now you have to get used to this, and in this all you have to concentrate on the road also. It is okay when you hear itself, it looks like complex. Now the more and more you use it, then you will become used to that and you will be doing it. But again, the complexity is there. The more and more you practice, you become an expert in that. Now in the same way, there is another bike is there. The purpose of the bike is what, guys? Take from, it's for the means of transport, private means of transport. If he's having the 5 gears, 10 gears, or 2 escalators or something like that, whatever it may be, the purpose, the core purpose of the bike is travel from one location to the another location on the private node. This is your own private, whichever whatever time you want it, you can go on this and you can reach the location. You can't do it by anything else, right? You will just, the purpose of the bike is to transportation, the core purpose. Okay, now there is another vehicle is also there, which is for the core purpose, that is called as Activa. Yeah, there is an Activa vehicle is there, like, which is a scooty and Activa. There is no gears, no clutch, nothing is there. No front brake, no back brake, nothing is, only that there will be only, like, only 2 brakes will be there, like, right side escalator and the brakes, that's it. No brake, clutch will be there, no front brake, no gears, nothing will be there. Now here, see, the purpose is served. The Activa, the purpose is served. What is the purpose of Activa? To transport. What is the purpose of the bike? To transport. The Activa is also taking you to one place to another place. The bike is also taking. Bike is having the more complexity. The Activa is having less complexity. The person who is driving the Activa, he is not worried about the gears. He will be more concentrating on the road. Whereas the person who is driving the bike, he has to do so many things, so many activities at the same time. Of course, he will concentrate on that. There is, like, if the gear is not smooth, or if the brake is a bit loose, it is not, then his mind will be completely on that. So there is a chance that he will get diverted. Okay, so that's the reason why they removed the complexity and they came up with the Activa, where the person will be concentrating a lot on the on the road. Okay, which is very, very important, very important. Now in the same way here, the the Java is having a lot of complexity. You see this, the simple code, start with a class, start with a main, and each and every statement should be ended with a semicolon. All these things will be there. Whereas the Python, they removed all the complexity. The purpose of the Java is to print this one, whatever we wanted to print over here, that has been printed. You see, if I run it, it will be printed the same thing. Hello all, very good evening. Whereas in this case, the same thing is printed. Again, the purpose is solved. Wow, what is the purpose here? The purpose is to just to run the program. That's it, nothing else. The give the output. That has been done. That is what it is. The complexity has been removed. No need to think of the syntax, complicated syntax. It will give you the flexibility of looking more and more into the problem solving, not the syntax. Okay, your mind will be more onto the problem solving. No need to remember the syntax. So that is the major purpose of the Python. That's why it is called as very easy. Okay, very easy to learn and simple coding syntax. Okay, now second one is, it is an open source and freeware. Okay, what is this open source and freeware? See, open source matlab, like how it will be is like, if you take it and Microsoft Word, guys, Microsoft Word. So I whenever you open up the Microsoft Word, you will run the application. You will open up the Word, you will have the Word. When you open up the Excel, you will have the Excel. When you open up the access or any PPT, you will be opening the application and you will do whatever you want, but you don't know that which program and how the programming is done inside the Microsoft Word or the Excel or the PPT. Now how it is running, the internal code, what is the code, we can't see it because that is very confidential. Now the Google also same thing. How the on what basis the Google is searching, it is completely hidden. You will not get it. You can't see it. Only thing is that you can use the Google. But Python is nothing like, you can use the Python, and also you can see the code of the Python. You can see the complete code of the Python, how the Python is built. You can see the complete code of the Python. Whenever you are able to see the source code, that is a code, that right, the how the coding is done to build the Python, that is called as open source. Whenever the source code is open, the code is wherever the code is, usually the coding file is called as source code. That source code is open, means everyone can see that one. That is called as open source. Now freeware means it is 100% free. No need to pay a single pie. You can use it. Now if you are having an 10 rupees application, 1000 rupees application, 1 lakh rupees application, or 10 crore rupees application, no need to pay a single pie to the Python people. You can take it and use it as much you wanted and without any problem. So that is what is the open source and the freeware. Open source means the how it is the Python is being developed, how what code they wrote it to develop the Python, how the Python is working internally, everything you can see it. And freeware, it is 100% free. 100% free. There is no need to pay a single pie. Now you may ask me, okay, the Python people giving the source code, okay, and they are giving free of cost. Now how they are surviving? Immediately the question will come down, how I am surviving now. Why you are learning the Python, why you are learning the data science? It is what you want to earn money. Tomorrow you want to take up a job and you want to earn money. Then if anyone is doing anything, it is there is some kind of purpose is there. Now Python people has developed the Python, putting on so many efforts. Now they are giving the free of cost, okay, and not only that, they are giving the source code also, how it is developed. Now the other people can copy it, right? Other people can copy and they can build their own version. Yes, they can copy. They can copy and they can build their own version. But there is a major advantage over the disadvantage. We will talk about that, but as of now, it is an open source. That is, everything will be open and free of cost. If you go to the Python official site, okay, if I am going to the Python official site, python.org, guys, this is the official site. When you click on this, you will see this. This is how the Python website look like now, latest versions and all those things. If you want to understand something, there will be tutorials and all those things. But the most important thing what you have to know it is this one: donate. So the Python will be running based on the donations whatever you are giving them. Now, yeah, you may say that why I will give a donation. You don't give it. Yeah, okay. But there are the people like Google. Whole Google is running on Python. Whole Google, they are getting billions and billions of the rupees just because of the Python. Now, won't they give you some money to the Python? Yes, they will give it. The Microsoft, and there is IBM, there is Deloitte, there is there are different IT companies. They are minting money over the using the Python. Now, if you are getting, just imagine, if you are getting 1 lakh rupees, just imagine you have got it 1 lakh rupees just because of the Python. Can't you give 10 rupees to them? You can give it. You will not even think, yeah, because of the Python I got it, so I will give it 10 rupees. Like that, if you think that you are getting like maybe 1,000 crores for the Python, using the Python, can't you give 2 to 3 crores? Yes, you can give it very comfortably. Like that, there are around the world, there are different companies are using the Python, and this Python, they are donating towards the Python, and this Python is very strongly and closely supported by the Google people. Now that is the reason why the popularity is booming up like anything. Okay, we will see that one also, why the sorry, I didn't get you. What is the software to download for beginners like us? No, the Python will be the fine. No need to worry about Vijendra. You will be learning the Python. Okay, you will be directly working on Python, and in next 1 week or so, you will be doing the coding. 100% coding you will be doing it. Not to worry about. Okay, don't get scared of. Just take it one at a time. The people usually what they will do is like they will be thinking a lot about the coding and they will get scared of nothing there. It's not a rocket science. It's simple lines of the code. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, okay, sir. Got it. Thank
Okay,
you.
not to worry about. Don't think a lot of the how I will do, how I will do. No, you will do it. Leave it to me. I will
Yeah,
make
sir.
you.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Yeah, guys, so this is what about the, about the Python, this thing. So next one is, now we know that the next important thing is Python is an interpreter language. We know that interpreter language, right? It is just like compiler. It will use the interpreter. Now this interpreter will check the lines of the code and execute it immediately. Now this is also a you know uh, procedural, functional, modular, oops, and logical paradigm. It will support the procedural, functional, modular, oops, and logical paradigms. Okay, it will support all of them, not to worry about. Okay, now fifth one is again, it is an platform independent, guys. Platform independent means, um how there are like different platforms are there in the market. Like platform means operating system. Now I am using the Windows operating system, you may be using the Linux operating system, some may use the Unix operating system, some may use the Macintosh operating system. So once you write a program in one operating system, one operating system that can be executed anywhere in any of the platforms. No problem about that. Very comfortably you can execute it. That is the major advantage of this one. Now the sixth important point, guys, this is the one of the major reasons why the Python is very successful. There is a huge libraries, very huge libraries collection is there. Like for small thing you will have a very wide variety of options. So that is the reason why the Python is very popular. Now if I open it up, just I will show you what I mean by exactly the huge libraries. Let it open up. That is the editor, guys, a simple editor. Okay, now this is all about the major advantages of the Python. So you can take it like easy to understand and very easy to learn and simple coding syntax. And a second is it's a open source and the freeware, and it is an interpreted. It will support the multiple paradigms, and it is a platform independent and very huge libraries. And you know, this an amazing features what they have it. Okay, now let's get into a bit more like understanding. Okay, usually if you take it like, you know, how this Python came into existence, and you know who is the person behind this Python. Now let me show you guys what is the huge library in a sense. Like if you check it out, now think that we want to deal with the PDF. You know, everyone knows with a PDF, right? What is a PDF? So it is a document where it is a right protected document. Okay, now I want to deal with a PDF. Now I think that I want to download a library. Just go to the settings. Just forget about all these things about where it is, how it is. Just look at the options. I have it. Now I will go to the interpreted over here. Where is that? Down. Now, yahan par. Now here I will click on this. Now this is the libraries which I downloaded. I want to check it out. How many libraries are there? There's a plus sign over here. Just click on the plus sign. Guys, not to worry about this. We are in a very initial phase. Where is this? How is this? Not to worry about those things. You will download the PyCharm, then you will understand where it is. Now inside this, just see this. I'm writing the PDF. That's it. Now these are the libraries which I can use it with the PDF. Now if you take it the C# or you know Java, you will have 1 or 2 libraries or 10 libraries. But you see this, how many libraries I have it? All are PDF, guys. All are supported with a PDF. Okay, all are supported with a PDF. Now this is so many options are there for me till to work with a PDF. You see till here it is PDF. All of them you can see the PDF word. Everywhere you can see the PDF word. So you can understand what is the option level you have it. Like hundreds and hundreds of libraries are there for one single problem to deal with the PDF file. This is the one of the major power of the major advantage of the Python. You will never find such kind of flexibility, such kind of options with the other programming languages. Okay, now that is the advantage of the Python. Now, yeah, have you seen it? Like this is what is the really, it is very huge advantage with the Python. Now let me close this one. Now guys, let's see that who developed this Python and why. Then afterwards we will jump into the directly into the programming. Okay, now quick history, guys. There is a gentleman by the name Guido van Rossum. Guido van Rossum. He is a guy from the Netherlands. Okay, he is from the Netherlands. There is a country by the name Netherlands. He is from the Netherlands, and the people who stay in the Netherlands are called as Dutch people. Like the people who stay in India are called as Indians. Like that, the people who stay in Netherlands are called as Dutch people. Now, Guido van Rossum was a Dutch mathematician and computer scientist. He is a computer scientist as well as the mathematician, and he was graduated in the year, like he was born in 1956 or somewhere around 1956, and in early 1980s he has done his post graduation in the mathematics and the computer science. And after that he joined a research institute called as CWI. Now, Netherlands is a very small country, guys. Compared to that, India, it is just like one of our states, but very rich. Now, there is an research institute called as CWI, and this is actually, there is something called as, okay, National Research Institute of Netherlands is there. This is a Central Netherlands Research Institute, NRIN, that is National Research Institute of Netherlands. In this, a part is CWI. Now, in this CWI, what it will do is, like, it will do the research work on the computer programming languages. Okay, computer programming languages, it is going to do the research work. Now now the Guido van Rossum, what he has done it is, as soon as he completed his graduation in post graduation in 1980, he joined this National Research Institute of Netherlands. In that, there is a department CWI which deals with the computer programming languages. He joined this one and he was worked as a research analyst over there. He joined as a research analyst, and he was put on to a programming language. At that time, they were building up a programming language called as ABC language. Okay, ABC language was developed at that time. So these people, like all the languages at that time was developed from the Americans. So Netherlands people wanted to have their own language, so they started developing a language called as ABC. Now the Guido van Rossum was a part of this language. Now he was doing a lot of research and building up the language and all those things. What happened was, he was feeling that there was some major drawbacks, major faults in this ABC language. There were some drawbacks, and he went and discussed with the core team, the team which is developing this language, the management. He went and discussed them that these are the problems are there with this language, but no one was ready to listen to him because he was very new, and it was only 2 to 3 years he joined, and they were having 20 years, 15 years experience, so they ignored him. So what he did it, he didn't leave that one there, and he started building up his own language with the removing all the negative points in the ABC language. He started building up his own language. Slowly he started building, and in 1989, okay, right away after, like, approximately 8 to 9 years of he joined the National Research Institute of Netherlands, he completed his language. Okay, he completed his language, and in 1989, and he shared the beta version. Beta version is usually the one which is not used for the production purpose. It is only a trial version. This beta version he shared with his friends, and he said that, okay, please, I developed a language, just look into this language. If you feel that what are the changes we want to do it, I will do it accordingly. But what their friends did it was, when they gone through this language, they were really impressed, and they were spending more and more time on this language, and they took this for completely 2 years. That is, in 1991, they removed all the drawbacks, whatever, all the problems, whatever is there in this language, and they were ready to release this one. But meantime, every time they want to discuss about this language, right, so what it was happening is, these people wanted to speak about. Now you can't say that, yeah, we are having that language, we are having that language, we are having that language. This is like really like a painful process. Every time we don't have a name and we are calling that language. So they gave a project, like, a small name to this language. So they called this language as a Python. Simply they called it as a working model name. They gave it a working project name, that is as Python. Okay, this name they got it because the Guido was a very much fan of a comedy show called as, Python's Flying Circus. There was a comedy show called as Monty Python's Flying Circus. So in that, the Python is a name given to the group of comedians who are working in that show. So he liked that show a lot. So immediately he want to give the name as Python. At that time, the Guido gave the name as Python. Now that was a working name. Okay, it was not officially released yet. So these people were comfortably using the word Python, 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 and they were so much used to the word Python that when they were officially wanted to release this one in the market in 1991, so they wanted to continue with the same name as Python. They continue with the same name like Python. That is how the name Python came. Now, when they started in 1989, the beta version was released. Their friends were very aggressively working on this Python, and the major purpose of the Python at that time, the release time, was to build the web applications, especially for the web applications. In 1991, the internet was booming up. That is a very newly the internet was introduced, and it was booming up like anything. So because of that, because of this popularity of the internet, the Guido and his friends wanted to build this Python as a specialized language for building up the web-based applications. So the language which are specialized to build the web-based applications are called as scripting language. So the Python was initially released as a scripting language. Remember that, guys. Scripting language is a lightweight language. It is a light version of the language which is specially used to build the web-based applications like websites. Okay, now the Python was initially released as a scripting language for the web-based from 1991. Okay, every year they started releasing a new version. 1991 one version, 1992 one version, 1993 one version, 1994 one version. They started released it, and all of these versions were specially supporting the web-based application. What is this version? New version means new features. Now if there are, like, again, for this, just imagine first version is having maybe around 100 features. Okay, next version, what they will do, they will have the 10 more features will be added. So previously, how many features are there? 100 features are there. Now they will have 10 more features. Now totally how many features it will be having? 110 features. Remember this, guys, whenever a new version is released, that means to say that it will have the extra features, but all the previous version features will be supported in the new version. Remember this is the way the software works. Whenever a new version is released, that is have the some extra features along with the all previous version features. Okay, it will add new features. It will never remove any old features, because if they remove it, some of the applications which are built in the older version will not work. So they make sure that all the features of the previous version are there, and along with that they will be having a new features. Now if I'm having some more features over here, previously 110, now I will have maybe around 30 features I added. Totally it will be like 140 features. You will be there. Just I'm showing you because this is very important concept. We will be seeing it in the future. Okay, now in 1990 94 they were releasing it in the regular basis. In 1995, guys, Java was released, and immediately once the Java was released, it was a very big hit. It was a very big success. Why it was a very big success was when the Java was developing itself, the companies like Oracle and IBM both started supporting the Sun Microsystems to develop the Java directly. They were before developing itself, they was before when the Java was in the trial version or in the development stage only. From there on, the Oracle people and the IBM people started supporting it. So once the Java was released, immediately these people started using that Java in their applications. Now when the big companies like Oracle and the IBM are using a language, then automatically the rest of all the companies wanted to use that language only. Now in that way, the Java got a very big huge success, and the Java was released as a full language. What do you mean by full language? Means the language which can develop the desktop applications, okay, web applications, and you can develop the gaming applications, network applications, everything you can develop over here. Okay, this all you can develop. When you have the full version of your language, you can develop all this just like a general purpose. Now the Python was not a general purpose language at that time. It is a web-based application, web applications. For developing the web applications only it was developed. Now as the time was passed on, now when the 2000 came, by that time the Java became a very powerful and very strong language, guys. And there is a saying that around 50% of the applications were running on the Java worldwide. 50% of the applications were running on the Java. And in Python, at that time only, like web-based applications for only 2%. Python was having only 2% at the time, and Java was having 50% of the applications were running. Now again, till 2005, Java was growing like anything, and it conquered the market. Like 60 to 60% of the applications were running on the Java in 2005. And the Python people, what they did it is, in 2000 they released a new version of the Python. Now they released a new version of the Python called as Py2k. The name they gave it as Py2k, Py 2000. Now what is the speciality of this Python is, this Python is a full-fledged language. It was not a scripting language. It was a full language. What do you mean by full language? Means it can develop desktop applications, it can develop the network applications, everything it was developed. So the first time the Python was released as a full version language, full language. So now this was good, this was very good step what the Python people took it. But by that time the Java was already conquered the market. Okay, and it was ruling the complete. At that time everywhere Java was there. Now in 2005 the Java was having 60 to 65% and Python was having only 4% of the market share. See the difference. And they say that only 4% market share they are having. They were saying like around 30 lakh applications were running on that. 30 lakh applications were running on Python with 4% share. Then just imagine 60 to 65% share of the market. How much amount of, like, how many applications are running over there in Java? So that is the power of the Java at that time. Now here, this year 2005 was called as a change completely. There was a change in the thinking of the software companies. Why it happened means, see here, by till this time Sun Microsystems were the owner of the Java, Now to this Java company, Sun Microsystems, the Oracle people came and they wanted to acquire the Java. Now till that time Java was a freeware, guys. It was a freeware and open source. Remember, Java is a freeware and open source just like Python. So that is the reason why there was a lot of popularity was there. It was free of cost and it is a very powerful. Now the Sun Microsystems was a very big success and nearly around 65% of the market share is running with them. So what they did is Oracle people came down and said to the Sun Microsystems that they want to buy the Java. Now Oracle people, if they buy it, the Java, then what automatically they will charge for the license. When they charge for the license, the other companies like Google, IBM, Deloitte, these companies were using all their applications on the Java only. So they have to pay a lot and lot of money to the Oracle people. So what they did it is the immediately Google people, especially Google, they put on a case on the Oracle and the Sun Microsystems, and they said that they have not given the enough time. They are doing a deal and they may come up with some licenses which will be a problem to us. So that is the reason they put on a case. Just they want to buy some time. And immediately they started looking for an alternative of the Java, that is which can be open source and equally powerful like a Java. So they found that Python is one of the language which is equally powerful like the Java, and it is an open source. So immediately Google people started giving the support to the Python people. They called the Guido van Rossum, the person who developed that, and his team to come down and start working with the Google people in their own office. And till today, in the Netherlands Google office, you can find the Guido van Rossum and his team was working till 2019. 2019 he got retired, and now he wanted to retire. He was like he said that it is enough of giving his services, and he gave the seniority to someone else and he got retired. But the team, Python core team, is still sitting in the Google office in Netherlands and they are working over there. Okay, so they invited the Guido van Rossum and his team to start working with the Google team. Now here the Google team plus Python team were working together to develop the new version of the Python. They wanted to remove all the drawbacks whatever having with the Python, and they want to deal with a new Python altogether, new futuristic Python they were building up. And in 2008, the Google team and Python team, they came up with a new version of the Python called as Python 3.x. Now Python 3.x. Now guys, here they say that the Python people has taken the risk of their life. Why you will say it is because you see this. Now you just imagine, guys, now you are using the WhatsApp. Okay, you are using the WhatsApp. Now everyone will be having a WhatsApp. Now just imagine you are getting an update from the WhatsApp saying that there is a new update is there, download it. You downloaded the update. Now when you downloaded the update, then what happened is suddenly all your previous data is gone, all your contacts are gone. Now you have to start the WhatsApp again, storing your friends details, and previous history is gone. Of course there is some new features came down, but previous history is gone. Then you will really get pissed off, but still it's okay because you like the WhatsApp, and then you started requesting your friends to send me your message on the WhatsApp so that you can store their number. Now you did it. Now again after 1 month they released a new update. They say that there is a new update. Now you took it and then you downloaded the update. Again the same thing happened. The previous data is completely lost, and all your contacts are lost. Then what happens? Then again you will get angry, very much pissed off. Again okay, chalo, fir bhi the flexibility and the the service of the WhatsApp is very good, so you wanted to go with it. Now after that, again after 2 to 3 months, you will be getting one more update. Now you downloaded all the things and you wanted to use it, and now you got a one more update. Now you think about that whether I have to use this update or not. Still you will go and download the update. You will take the updates. Then again the same thing happened, that all your contacts are gone, all your previous history is gone, even the system is getting hanged, something is happening like this. So what you will do immediately, instead of going and continuing with the WhatsApp, you will remove that one from your complete phone itself. Because what those people are doing, they are giving an update and immediately the previous version whatever is supporting, that is not supported in the new version. So that is really a very frustrating point to any of the application user. Okay, the same thing did it over here, the Python. Till 2008 there was a version, I told you, right? In 2000 they released a new version called as Py2k. Now from here they were giving out the new version called as 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, something like that. They were giving it new versions. And they, every time a new version is released, that will support all the features of the previous version, guys. Remember this: whenever a new version is released, when it supports all the features of the previous version, the term is called as backward compatibility. They call it as backward compatibility. Okay, now whenever the new version is released and all the previous version of the all the previous version features are supported, then it is called as backward compatibility, guys. Backward compatibility. Okay, sorry, there's a small spelling mistake over here. Okay, this is called as backward compatibility. Now this is very important, because once the new version is released, that has to support the previous version. Now till that time, till 2008, there was a running version was 2.7, and this 2.7 was supporting all the previous versions of the Python, all the previous versions of the Python. Then what they did it is, when they released the 3.x with the help of Google team and the Python team, they said that it is not going to support the previous version of the Python. Now by this time there were around 4 million applications were running on the Python. 4 million means approximately 40 lakh applications were running on Python. Now all of a sudden they came up and said that from here on the Python will be 3.x. This is a futuristic Python and it will not support your previous applications. Whatever is there, the previous applications cannot be used over here. Now if you want to continue, you have to continue with the 2.7 only. That's what, this is a very risky move. But at the same time what they said it is, to make their people comfortable, they said that 2.7 is from 2008. Okay, and a new version 3.5 3.x was released the same year 2008. Now what they said it is, till next 12 years, next 12 years matlab like till 2020, till 2020 the 2.x 2.7 version will be provided with the updates, whatever the updates are done in the 3.x. 3.x whatever the updates are done, same updates will be done in the 2.7 version. That is, they started giving 2.7.1, 2.7.2, 2.7.3, like that they started giving the updates. At the same time this one was going like 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, like both the versions they were doing the updates. Now and they said that in this 12 years whatever applications are there, like 4 million applications were there, please shift from this 2.7 to 3.x. So all the people trusted the teamwork what the Google and the Python people did it, and they took their time and they shifted all their applications, 4 million applications, to the 3.x till 2020. Now the last version what was released was 2.7.19 in 2.1, and the latest version of this one is 3.9. Okay, 3.9 is the latest version of the Python. Okay guys, now then 2020 is gone, they stopped giving the updates on this. Now if you want to use, still you want to use the older version, you can go and download it. It is there in the website python.org, you will find it. But this is the one which is preferred. Why? It is the futuristic. They say that in the 2008 only, they say that for next 40 years the Python will be a dominating programming language because of its flexibility towards the AI, its flexibility towards the artificial intelligence or data science. Because that is the reason why the most of the, like the 70 to 80% of the data science first choice is Python, because Python is a very flexible, easy to learn, and at the same time it is a very powerful language, guys. Really very powerful. There is nothing is there you can say that we can't do it with the Python. You can do everything with the Python. Whatever you want to do it, you can do it with the Python. That is the power of the real Python. That's the reason why the people are running towards the Python, and the people are going and learning the Python like anything. And that is the reason why Python is growing like anything. They say that in next couple of years it will dominate the complete market, and it will be the top language. If you check it out from past 3 to 4 years, like every time the Python will be the top, in top 5 the languages whatever are there, in that the Python is in the top 5. Okay, so that is the popularity, how it is growing on, the popularity of the Python. Okay guys, now this is really an important move. Is it a risky move? Yes, it is a very risky move. Now you may ask me why we have to do this. They can continue only this one, right? They can go on be giving the updates on this and go on, right? Why to do such a risky move and give altogether new means? A simple example I will give it. Now you are having an think that you are having an house over here. Just imagine you got a house inherited from your grandfather, okay, which was built in 1980, and you love them a lot, and you want to keep this house as their memory, and you don't want to break that one. So you kept it like this for some time. Then in 19, like as the time passed on, the area what this house was, this will become like very as a colonized, complete colony was built around. Then you thought that okay, you are having also money, so you thought that okay, let me build this house, renovate something, and you built one more floor over this. Now you remove the top like roof, and you built a one more. The ground roof is like that, ground floor is like that only as a memory of your grandfather. Then after that you got the money, again you added one more floor, again you added one more floor, again you added one more floor. Now by by little recent time you got it 5 floors over that. Yeah, still it is strong enough and it was working. Now see, you have felt that now this became a very much commercial area, and you want to make it a skyscraper over there. You want to build like 10 floor or 15 floor building. Now with this foundation, will you build it? No. Till 4 floors, 5 floors, it's okay, but for 10 floors or 15 floors it will not be okay. Even though you are sentimentally attached to your grandfather, either you have to stop it over there at the 4th floor or 5th floor, or you have to remove it from the bottom and give it altogether a new foundation to that. Then only it will sustain, right? That is what the Python people did it. The Python, whatever the version 2 point, like which was released in 1989, that was built, that was developed based on the 2020 was their vision. Till 2020 it should sustain, it should run. That was the vision of the Guido van Rossum. But as the time passed on, there were a lot of updates has to give it. When the updates were giving, the application were going slower and slower, and it was not, comfortable in taking the futuristic updates. So that is the reason why what they did it is they cleared off complete foundation, and they started a new foundation over here in such a way that it can take up a big skyscraper like this, like that. They removed the previous version of the Python, and they came up with a new version of the Python which can run for next 40 years. Now this is a very, futuristic thought with a very risky move of not giving the backward compatibility. Okay, now guys, why the Java can't do it? Now Java can't do this. First thing, there are too many applications running on Java. They can't take the risk over here. They just can't take the risk of that. Okay, so that is the reason why Java is constantly declining, constantly in a decreasing move. They are not taking that real action where they can grow up in the future. No, they are not doing it. Maybe in the future, maybe Oracle people may come up with some kind of changes, serious changes in the architecture, and they may come up in the Java with a new application. But it is not supportive to the so much. They can't do such a step what the Python people did it. They can't stop the previous version, and they can't go with a new version. They will never do it. One, the Java popularity will not gain because it is a licensed version. Now you have to pay the money to take the license of the Java. First thing. Second, it is too many applications are running on the Java to stop it and go forward and do it all together, whatever the Python people did it. This is very, very difficult, guys. Okay, it will not be possible. Okay, now this is a quick history about the Python. Now let's see that how to download the Python then. Okay, before going it, like, just I will show you guys, there are two steps you have to follow. First is download the Python. You go to the Python website over here. Now you see this, download the directly. If you want to search it as a download Python. When you do this download Python, you will get it. Click on this. Now you see this 3.9.2. This is the latest version. Again, is this the stable version? Means no, it's still a beta version. It's still in the, they are finding out if there are errors. But the most stable version, they will say it as 3.7.9 is the stable version. 19 or 9 is there. That is a stable. Now you can use this, no problem. There won't be, for practice purpose, it's okay. For building of the applications, no, this is not recommended. For our practice purpose, you can go it. Just click on this, guys. You will get it something like this. You will be downloaded the exe file, and this exe file, once you download it, you have to start it. Now once you click on this, the most important thing what you have to do it is, you will get a wizard. Wizard is just like, a small window will be opened up over here. Okay, let me show you. A small window will be opened, guys, for the downloading. Once you download, you click on this, there will be a small window will be opened. In this, there will be next will be there over here. Before clicking the next, there will be at the bottom, there will be add to path, or there will be a small checkbox will be there. Okay, just click on this checkbox. This is important. Okay, just click on this checkbox, and then you click on the next. Okay, first you click on the checkbox, and then you click on the next. Then you can say next, 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 till it goes to end, and leave it. Automatically it will be downloaded. Okay, only thing you have to remember is click this checkbox, guys. At the starting only, you will be having a checkbox will be there. Down it will be that there will be a lot of information will be above over here. There will be a next. Down you can see there will be a checkbox. Click on this checkbox, and then you will click on the next. Okay, then you will go forward and say that download, like next, automatically it will be downloaded. Once the Python is downloaded, then what you have to do it is now I think that this has been done. You see it now. When I do this, guys, because I'm already having the Python in my system, it will ask you repair or something like this. When you click on this, and clicked on this, I'm waiting that it should open. Now it is got it. It's saying that update or customize. Here in your case, what it will be giving is, here at the down you will be having, here at the down you will be having some add to path, and there will be a checkbox will be there. This you have to click it, and then you say next, and then automatically it will be done. Okay, guys, it will be done. This is the one which you have to follow. For me, already it is there. It is asking me to update. Now I'm not going to update it. Now if you still face the problem, if you want, I will remove the system. I will remove the Python from my system. I will show it to you again tomorrow if you want it. Okay, now if I removing itself will take some time. Okay, now next one is, once the Python is downloaded, okay, first step, Python should be downloaded. After downloading the Python, then you go to the, again, Google, and you put down the PyCharm, download PyCharm. See, PyCharm is an editor where we write the code. Remember this, where we write the code is called as PyCharm editor. Now I'm going to, this is a, JetBrains is the official people who are developed this Python PyCharm. Okay, now I will click on this. You will have two versions over here. One is a professional version, next one is a community version. You can see this is a community version, this is a professional version. Professional version is for the development of the professionally, like, you know, the community version is for the practice purpose. This is fun, this is a paid version, this is a free version. Now you can go with the community version. Click on the community version, guys. Here, click on this. Now this will download again the PyCharm over here. Now you are first, before downloading the PyCharm and start installing the PyCharm, you have to download the Python. Remember that. Okay, guys. Now once the PyCharm is downloaded, when you open up again, you will get a wizard. Something this, like this. Now no need to connect it with the PyCharm with the Python. Automatically it will take wherever the Python is, it will go and it will take it. But only thing is that after couple of next, when you take it like 2 to 3 times, when you click on the next, there will be a like, I will show you. Now there will be, and some checkboxes will be coming up over here. One, they will say that to store it.py, and other one will be over here, other one will be over here, 3 or 4 will be there, guys. Now here there will be one more called as add to path. So just click all these 4 checkboxes. That's it, you have to do it. In the first case, whenever the wizard is open, down you have to check the checkbox, and in the PyCharm, once you open it up, automatically it will connect it to the PyCharm. And so whatever is the, wherever the Python is there, it will get connected, and after that you have to do next, and automatically it will go into this. Okay, or if you wanted, I will uninstall this PyCharm, guys, and then I will store it. It will take some time. That will be the problem. I will uninstall the PyCharm. Where is the PyCharm? Here is my PyCharm. I'm uninstalling it. Meanwhile, it's got downloaded over here. You see, I'm giving it everything. I have to close this one. Now Python installation is very easy. The PyCharm, why I'm showing you just like this, just see this. Okay, it's been completed. Now after this, I'm running it. Double clicked on this. Now it is verifying it. Okay. Before that, I have to do it something like this. I will cancel it. I will go to my because I already downloaded it, so there will be some files will be related to that which I have to remove it. This nothing to worry about this from your end. I will remove this. No need of for you to do it anything. Okay. Now I will just go to this one again. I will open up my downloads. Here I have the PyCharm. I will click on this. Automatically it is opening. Now this is asking me to change the do the changes. Now this is a wizard. I'm going to get it. PyCharm wizard. When you click after downloading, when you double click on this, you are going to get it. Okay. Now next, it is asking the location. Then next, here these are the four I was talking about. Four check boxes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. These four you have to check it out. And then you will say run. Next, and then you say install, then it will start installing. So it will take some time, guys. Just give me 2 minutes, it will be done. My strong recommendation is you always try to use the PyCharm to write the code, guys. And there are other editors also there, which is called as Jupyter Notebook. And there is something called as Colab from the Google people. For Colab, no need of downloading all these things. Nothing has to be done. Directly you open up and you can view it. For Jupyter Notebook, you have to download it. But you practice it in PyCharm. Colab, don't use the Colab, but I will use the Colab. Why I will use the Colab means for sharing the code with you is very easy. I will whatever code is there, I will write it in the Colab and I immediately share it with you. See this, guys, this is done. Okay, I will say finish it off. I want to reboot it later on. Now when I open this one, you see, when I open this one, it will ask me, just click on this. I think it's taking some time to open it. So what I was saying is, like, I'm going to use the Colab most of the time. See, it's not, I'm not saying I don't want to import anything. I'm just going up. For you, it will not ask anything because my previous version was there. It is asking all these questions. For you, it will not ask anything. Only it will ask you to enter the project name. Just enter some name according to yours, like your name and the project or something like that. I will say the new project. It is asking the project name. You see, Python project, already it is given the name to that. So I will keep it the same Python project, or I can use it my name, Arjun project or something like that. Then I will say create. That's it. It will create the project, virtual environment, everything it will create, and it will give it to you right away in front of you. Now I'll close it up. It is going on. Now let it finish it off, then I will show you what is a collab also. See why I am saying that I will be using the coding in the collab, because it is very easy to share. In the PyCharm it is not online. I have to copy and I have to put it in the mail and then I have to share it with you. But in the collab there is a chance that I may forget also. Okay, but when I'm doing with the PyCharm, but when it collab start right away, I will create a group of you all, and right away when I'm open that sheet I will share it with you. And then once I finish it off, if I close it also, automatically you can see that as a reference and you can write the code. And again guys, I'm saying prefer to write the code in PyCharm. PyCharm is very useful in building up the applications. Okay, application building is there, right? You need, wherever you are writing the huge code, there the PyCharm is strongly recommended. Now wherever we are using the data manipulations, pandas and all those things, we use the Jupyter notebook or the collab, both are same. Here guys, this is my environment. Okay, now don't do anything over here, simply go to, okay, let me change this color. It looks like very odd with the black on. I will make it a change light. Okay, it became a bright one. Okay, it's much better for me. Okay, now you see this guys, the first and foremost thing, don't start writing the code anywhere. Just click on the project. You can see this, right click on this, and then you new and go to the directory. Directory is nothing but the folder you are creating it. Now click on this, then it will ask you the folder name. Give your name or any name, you can't give it. Arjun Python. I'm giving some folder name, I'm giving it. Now this is a folder which is created under uh, the major project. Now here you start writing the code. How you will write it means, right click on this folder and then you say new, and then go to the folder here, or directly you can go to the Python file. When you say that, it will ask the name, Python file name. I'm saying that first program. Now you see, this is the environment guys, this is the environment. Here I am going to write, this is the editor, this is the editor. Now this part is the, whatever is there here, this is the editor, and this is the, structure of the folders. Now if I want to write anything, let me write the print. Print is a command which is used to print the code onto the console, on the output screen. Print, and I will say that hello all, very good evening, and then print welcome to Python class. Print, this is our first program. Okay, now you see how many lines I have written? 3 lines. This is one instruction, this is another instruction, this is another instruction I'm passing on to the computer. What is that? I'm saying that print hello all, very good morning, hello all, welcome to the Python class. This is our first program. 3 instructions I passed it. Now I'm going to run this one. In order to run it guys, just click on the same file, right click and go to the run first program. There will be a run over here at the down over here, just you see. Don't try to avoid using this, because this will be by default, it will be going with the previous file, whatever is there, last executed file. So in this case it is a first program. Here you see it is saying the main program. So preferably click on, right click in the over here in the program and say run. Then you will see this, hello all, very good evening, welcome to the Python class. This is our first program. So this is the way you are going to write the program. Now you may ask me how the collab look like. Now we have done all this process, right? First we downloaded the Python, then we downloaded the PyCharm, and then I'm configure the PyCharm, and then we are writing the code in this. Yeah, this is really important because you will be writing the code in a realistic scenario in the PyCharm only. Now there is, if you don't have the knowledge of how to do this, or you want to just use it temporarily, means you can go with the, you can go your, you will have your, definitely you will be having a Google account, right? Just go with a Google account, like I will say that Google Gmail account, open it. Now it will, yeah, I'm having a Gmail account connected to this. Okay, Google account is there. Here I will type it collab. That's it, collab. Okay, collaboration environment, collab here. Now click on this, then you will get the first one, Google Colab. Now click on this, then you will enter into a notebook over here. Just see this, you will be seeing a notebook. Now there is a slight difference will be there with the PyCharm and this Google Colab. This is a cell-based execution. The PyCharm is the application, like complete program you have to write it, then you will execute it, you will get the output. But here it is a cell-based application. Now this is one cell where I wrote the code. Next cell, this I can write it. Here there will be one more cell, I can write the code. Here there is one more cell, I can write the code. Like this I will be doing it. Now let me write it over here. See, again, this will be directly connected to your Google account, guys. Google your drive will be there, right there, it will be connected, and automatically it will be saved. All the changes are saved, and all you have to do it is give your name, file name, first program, first program. You see, I'm just giving it. Now I will say that print hello all, very good evening. Okay, this is why first print. Now if I want to run it, click on this one, automatically it will run. First time it will take some time. See, you know, first time, right, it is connecting, initialization, all it will do it, but next time onwards it will be very fast in execution. Okay, yeah, initializing, it is connecting, now it will be executed. Now it will be executed. Now next one, here is one more. See that immediately you can see the output over here, whereas in the PyCharm you will see at the down, all the outputs you will be seeing at the down. Now here it is a cell, this is a cell, this cell will be having this one. Now next one, print, I will give it welcome to Python class. Now if I am going to run it again, this will give us the welcome. Now I will say that print, this is our first program. Now again you run it, then it will be okay. Now guys, and now you may ask that how you, what is the advantage here? If I want to do it, means I have to copy this one. Okay, I have to copy this one, and you can't see this one. Now you, or I have to take the screenshot and go to email, and I will paste it over there, and then I send it. Now when I'm dealing with collab, so all I have to do it is click on this share, and then whoever I want to share, I will give the name over here. That's it. I will get the, usually I will create some group like this. See, I created a group sp_ds 7:30 a.m. batch. If I click on this, like all the students will click it, and I will say that, now you see, I will click it. I got like all the student details. I will say that edit, view, and then I will say share, send. Then automatically this will be going to the all the students. But it is strongly recommended that it is good for the reference for you, because you will see everything whatever I did it. No need you to do it. Now I'm discarding this one. You see, whatever this is there, you will be seeing it directly over there. Looking at this one, you can practice it. That is the advantage of using the. And guys, please share your all email IDs to me over the Google WhatsApp, and then I will make an or you can do one thing, you can send an email to the Arjun DS trainer gmail.com. And you mentioned the subject line as the 8 p.m. batch. Okay, 8 p.m. That day, data science 8 p.m. batch, so that I will make a group of yours, and every time I'm writing the code, I will directly share that code to you people. That will be very easy for you to go through it and refer to it. Okay, now this is like a quick introduction. We have done it. From tomorrow onwards, we will see that what is a statement, what is the multiple lines of the statement, what is the comments, what is the variables, what is the keywords, and what are the identifiers. Slowly we will be getting into that, very much fundamentals you will be seeing it. Then we will jump into the main program. Okay guys, chalo, then I will stop it over here, and we will meet tomorrow at the same time. Okay, any questions guys? Any questions? Try to download this PyCharm and try to install the things accordingly. If you are facing any problem, please let me know tomorrow. I am going to reinstall. If you wanted, I will uninstall the Python and I will reinstall everything for you people, so that it is clear. But PyCharm is strongly recommended for using the programming, because PyCharm is the environment we usually use for the realistic scenarios. Like in the real-time projects, we use the PyCharm. Okay guys, so then I will stop it over here. We will meet tomorrow. Thank you.